Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Don't take anything personally. Become immune to poison. The whole world can gossip about you, and if you don't take it personally, you're immune. Immunity to poison in the middle of hell is the gift of the second agreement. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 42, NASDAQ off 6, S&P's off 6.5, gold contract down $11.20, trading at $1,385 an ounce. Silver off 8 cents at $22.65 an ounce. Platinum off $6 at $1,483 an ounce. Copper flat at $3.28 a pound. Light sweet crude up 67 cents, trading at $94.97 a barrel. Bonds up a full point at 145.07. King dollar down 61 ticks at 83.90. The euro is at 128.82, and the yen is at 102.26. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. You're down $9. We're at 1649. We got to a price point of 1660.51. We did 700 million. So tomorrow we'll see okay, how does it come back into the 1633? See, 1633 is when, not 1633, no, 1646. So we're at 1649 right now. We'll see if we get back inside 1646. We go to the Dow Industrials. You take a look at the Dow. What we have inside the Dow is this. Dow gets up to another high, gives it up slightly. You know, we'll see how we come back down, because the correlation, folks, is going to be, will we have a follow-through on the way down with any expansion of volume? And that's going to be hard to do on a Friday, by the way. NASDAQ Composite down $6. We're at 34.65. That's after going to a high, closing underneath it. We did 1.9 billion shares out here. Gold contract, what we have with gold is this. Gold got down to a price point today of 1368. We're at 1384. The low that gold is dealing with right now, folks, is the April 16th low of 1321. We're going to get into that. Now, the real danger part for gold is going to be, it's more likely going to try to get into this tomorrow. You know, we got down to 1368 today, bounced around, came back to 1385, but Fridays are bad days. Well, let's put it this way. If gold is going down, it can get really dicey. The reason being, of course, is that it's the hot potato over the weekend. As our markets close, markets don't open up until approximately 6:30 Eastern Standard Time on Sunday night. Bond market, what we have with the bonds out here, bonds are on the way topside once again. What we did with bonds, you had wide price spread, accelerated volume, did 498,000 contracts. Bonds, 30-year right now is at 145.06. That's going to start making its way up to the 147 mark. King dollar is in a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. We did some good volume here too, which is amazing. There's a flat King dollar out here today, but you know what? You did 39,000 contracts. So what is game here on King dollar? Right now we're at 83.88. Well, the larger ABC structure is 88, and that 88, folks, that is a large number. There's no two ways about that. You know, we'll see how it gets into that number, and I expect we're going to get it pretty quickly too. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of Dell Computer, folks, Dell come out with numbers, and this is where the numbers go. They're throwing the whole kitchen sink in here. You got to love it. So the estimate was 35 cents. They made 21 cents. You know, there's nothing like when you want to take it private, right? Throw the whole kitchen sink in there. So that's the bottom line estimate. Top line estimate, let's see what they did here. Looks like they have some revenue. Okay, cost of revenue. So the product revenue, they got a lot of different revenue numbers in here. Operating income, they 10.9 billion was a product revenue. Gross margin is 19%. That's still not bad. The first quarter revenue is down 2%. I see. Okay, first total revenue, folks, for the first quarter was $14.1 billion. That's what it was. So that takeover target is going to get really interesting. The reason being, of course, is that EPS is really low. That there's no doubt that's what you got to expect, though. Because bottom line is you get the management that's taking over the company. Let's go over and take a look at Apple. So we have what Apple out here today is this. Apple gets down to a price point of $14.18, rejects that price, closed it at $4.18. Close at $4.34. Now, what you're going to have here, folks, okay, is this. You're going to have a weekly basis that Apple is banging into or going after swing lows with accelerated volume, no matter where Apple closes tomorrow. The reason being is that yesterday we did 26 million. Today we did 21 million. Well, actually, no, I got to take that back, because if you did close at 465, that would be saying Apple is actually pushing into the last swing point up there at 469. Okay? If you close anywhere below 455, okay, that would be saying that you're pushing into the swing low on a weekly basis with accelerated volume. That's the way it's set up right now. And if we actually close at a price point of 427 or lower, you're actually going to be in the bar, in a weekly bar of the low, which is established out there at 385. Apple's got some big problems, folks. And it has larger problems now, which is pretty wild. And what I mean specifically is this, is that when you look at the 13F filings of the folks that bought it, there's plenty of large funds, okay, that are buying all the way down. And they're underwater in an extraordinary way right now, too. I'm sure you heard about how many funds were coming into it. And you know what? There's not one of them right now that when you pull this back is in a winning position, because the only people that are in a winning position right now, anyone that bought it from April 17th going over to April 26th. That's it. You're talking about 5 trading days. Everyone else that bought this in the last, since 700, which would be everyone else that bought this going all the way back to, this is pretty intense, September of 2012 is in a losing position. Now, when you see funds buy it like that, that's particularly troublesome for the stock. The reason being is that, they very well might move it out just as quick. John Paulson, what he did do is kind of interesting. He sold his full position in Barrick Gold. That was a dog of a position anyway. But bottom line is that what does get interesting is that when you look at Barrick, the way Barrick was trading out, you're at $19. I mean, it's testing the $17 area. It's not that he had a huge amount of shares. I just looked it up, actually. It was only 915,000 shares. Well, when I say only, that's a huge amount of shares. But for him, it's not when you look at some of his holdings. If you go over and we look at Anglo Ashanti, AU, I believe he has 26 million shares of Anglo Ashanti. Let me see what this is. Yeah, he has 28 million shares. And in fact, look at this. He's down. This is sick. So, oh man, I'm telling you, discipline just doesn't come into some of these folks. Okay, so I just pulled up Anglo Ashanti, and he actually was still buying more. He bought 50,000 more shares as of the 31st of March. And Anglo Ashanti is in tough shape. You're at, let's see, we're at $17 right now. And she's going after, and she's into it, she's going to go to $13.35. The real question is going to be, can it hold that lower price point, And these are the 2008 lows, and that's where many of these things are going. You talk about a downdraft, man. That's about an intense downdraft as you can get. We take a look at some of the large caps out here today. Big Blue was up $1.37. You had International Paper down $1.26. Marvell was off 15. Disney was down $1.20. Inside the NDX 100, it was getting kind of interesting out here today, and this is why. What you had inside the NDX 100 is that it was the biotechs that were taking the NDX 100 up. And, bottom line, today, Celgene got hit big time. That was down 5%. That was down 6%, $6. Excuse me. REGN was down $9.45. Alexion Pharmaceutical Where is she? Oh, she was down a few dollars. Also. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. They're coming right back.